Hey guys, welcome back to Play on Footy. Today we're going to be doing the round 23 tips, and yeah, what an absolute year of football it's been. There's been plenty of ups and downs for a lot of teams, but a lot of surprises and not so much of a surprise for some. But yeah, big week of football. Let's get into the first game. The first one is at Marvel Stadium on the Friday night. Bombers versus Swans. Traditionally, yeah, the Bombers have been, had a little bit of a competition with Swans. They've been pretty, as arch rivals goes, I think these two probably have a long-winded history of close games and some upsets. But in this game at Marvel, I think obviously they'll want to bounce back from last week's loss to the Gold Coast Suns. But Swans are on a charge and they want to finish the home and away season strong before they get into finals, which they are no doubt going to be playing in. But yeah, my money is down on the Swans. I think that if they can get some, consistency going with their game style, they will be definitely one of the favourites to get into the finals campaign and obviously, yeah, go all the way to, a grand final in my opinion. But yeah, Bombers aren't going to roll over easily, I don't think. But Grundy normally does have a pretty good, grasp on Draper. And Swans' forward line has been a bit hit and miss lately, but if Heaney brings the heat that he did against the Suns, against the Pies last week, then anything is possible there. The next game is the Suns versus the Demons. This one's at People's First Stadium in obviously the Gold Coast. The Demons, their season's done basically. So, there's been a lot of speculation with the trades of, Chris Petrarca, Jake Viney, even Clayton Oliver, and then obviously Neil Bullen requesting a trade back to Adelaide to see family or for family reasons. But it's all done and dusted for the Demons. And what happens next year, I don't want to be a part of anything to do with that club, I don't think. I wouldn't want to be there either, to be honest with you. But in this game, it's clear to me that Dimmers' Suns will get on top. The Demons season is done. There's no more to be really talked about there. The next game is the Giants versus Fremantle. Of course, this one's at NG Stadium, Giants home ground. They love playing there in front of their 15,000 fans. But yeah, all in all, I wouldn't be resting easy on Freo. I think they do play quite well away from home. That being said, they've had some shockers at Marvel Stadium. One comes to mind, the Western Bulldogs game. That was pretty horrific. But yeah, I think it's going to be a relatively competitive game. They're going to be playing Reedy, their young ruckman. Yeah, Sean Darcy's just been a bit utterly disappointing this year. He doesn't look fit, and I think that's half his problem. He's probably carrying an extra couple of kegs, which hasn't helped at all this season. But of course, we're not allowed to talk about players' weights anymore. But yeah, that's been my observation. But yeah, I think Giants will definitely come on top here. Jesse Hogan's got the common in the bag with Kerno. Really, he's not playing this week against the Eagles. But yeah, I think he can really lay down the law, especially on Luke Ryan down the back there. And yeah, get one up his old, teammates, which would be a great watch. So yeah, I'm definitely tipping the Giants. The next game is the Magpies and Lions, the grand final rematch. This one's at the MCG. Magpies, like Demons, their season is done. So really, they're just playing for pride. But Lions are playing for revenge, and that's where I think really that team takes the cake over Magpies. The Lions have a goal in mind. They got done by the Giants at home last week, which really wasn't great for their momentum going into finals. However, this is a great chance to really square the ledger, get any sort of demons, exercise them before they go into their finals charge. And yeah, I can really envision at this stage, potentially a Lions Swans grand final. Now, wouldn't that be something? The next game, so I'm tipping the Lions. The next game is the Port Power versus Adelaide Crows. This one is a showdown. Really looking forward to it. I think the last showdown, Adelaide won. I could be wrong there, but I felt like Adelaide won the last showdown. But yeah, really looking forward to this one. Going to be really exciting to watch. I'm going to be tipping the Port Power, just off the basis that where they're positioned in at the moment, I think they can really charge home into the finals and get a top 4 spot locked away. But yeah, I think Adelaide just like the Pies and the Demons, their season's done. Again, they're just playing for pride. But yeah, definitely don't sleep on them. But I am tipping the Port Power to win there. Next game is Saints versus Cats. Again, Saints done and dusted season. Cats are really pushing for that top, potentially, really that top spot. So they'd really want to be, getting this game over and done with and getting through without any injuries or anything like that. Their injuries this year has been quite minimal, which has been great for them as a collective to build consistency. Especially with their midfield, and Dangerfield's really coming on late in the season, just like Bontempelli. So a lot of these stars really sort of a little bit slow in the early stages of the season, and they just really ramp up. And he's a key. Like if Dangerfield plays well, the Cats generally win and do really well. And for example, the game against Freo last week, that was a prime example. So I'm tipping the Cats in this one. The next game is Bulldogs versus North. I think, with the game that the Bulldogs played against Adelaide, that was just nothing like them. And I think Coach Beveridge would definitely agree with that. I think North as well. I mean, to blow that lead to the Eagles was just unbelievable viewing. I think I said in the earlier video that I just was watching it somewhere out and about. I was going to turn it off because I just thought, oh, they're getting away now. And yeah, I kept watching. I could not believe the comeback. So North will really want to come back hard in this game against the Bulldogs. But the Bulldogs equally, they want to really, get back in their last game. So I think the Bulldogs will edge out North, but it will be a very close game. So I don't want to discredit North. I think North have done quite well this season. They're building into something special, no doubt. So it'll be exciting how they go next season. The next game is Hawks versus Richmond. Hawks, wow. This team is just something special, isn't it? I mean, who would have picked it? I think I had the Hawks 12th on my ladder predictor at the start of the year, but now they're 8th. So it's just fantastic to see. Credit to Sam Mitchell. He was highly regarded when he was at the Eagles, who, definitely helped the Eagles in 2018 win that flag. So he knows what he's talking about. He knows how to get a team from like here to here. So I think it's really exciting. I am tipping the Hawks against Richmond for obvious reasons, because Richmond are really nowhere this season, and have a big rebuild ahead. They've got a lot of their stars potentially leaving to interstate clubs. So yeah, I think Hawks are in that position now where they can just go for it. The sky's the limit. I think with that freedom, they can play with such intensity as a collective. They're a hard running team. They will basically put away Richmond in the first quarter. I think that's how much I rate the Hawks at the moment. Next game is West Coast Eagles versus the Blues. I'm tipping the Eagles. The main reason here is that the Blues are depleted. They have been injury ravaged basically in the upcoming run to the finals, and they were in real jeopardy. And I tipped West Coast last week, but at this moment in time, I'm tipping the Blues. I'm tipping the Eagles to win. I just think they've got what it takes. It's at home. They play really well at home generally, and the Blues unfortunately are on the ropes. So I'm tipping the Eagles there. But what do you guys reckon? Comment down below, like and subscribe. I'm just looking at the last round's tips. So I tipped Sydney. I tipped Brisbane, which was ultimately wrong there. I tipped the Eagles to win. I tipped Geelong to win. The Bombers to win, but that was a bit of an upset. Melbourne and Port Adelaide. Basically I tipped Melbourne, but Port Adelaide won. So I got 2 wrong overall. So yeah, not a bad effort, but yeah, this round it could be full of surprises. Who knows? But yeah, comment down below, like and subscribe what you liked about previous round or what you're looking forward to this round, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.